Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the newest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, episode 4 for this week's challenge. The queens had to compete in the RDR live challenge. And let me just say, these scripts did not have me RDRing out loud. Yes, it's me, a night full of jokes. Let's go! But before we do get into this, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and share your thoughts with me. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become part of the Sandwich Hour community. Again, we have a fun time over here on this side of the interwebs. I try my best to keep this space a positive, uplifting place. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, liking, sharing, and doing all the things. Again, help me get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. That's a dream. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get on into this so I don't make my intro longer than the actual video. Alright, I'm done making jokes. I'm done. Alright, the episode starts out with Queens coming back into the workroom after the elimination of Hershey LaCourgette. Again, I was very sad to see Hershey go last week. I'm a big Hershey fan. I really enjoy her drag. I think she's a funny queen. I also think she would have done so well in this week's challenge. So well. Which is really disappointing because, again, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbled. But I do think Hershey could have slayed. Anyways, come back in. They're sad to see Hershey go, but they're also all happy that they weren't the first out. Again, being the first out is kind of an iconic position as well. Because if you think about it, I feel like first outs are iconic, right? Everyone knows the pork chops, right? We all know who the pork chops are. So I feel like the first out is if we're going to go out early, you know what I'm trying to say? But again, I love her. I was sad to see her go. She will be missed. I'm sad. Anyways. They congratulate Nymphia on her win. Again, this was a very well-deserved win. I do think I've seen some people online saying Q could have won. I do think it could have been argued that Q deserved this win. However, based on the overall challenge, in my opinion, being more heavily weighted on the look they made, I think Nymphia's look was one of the best design challenge looks we've seen on Drag Race history. And Nymphia is that girl, so I'm super happy Nymphia won. Again, she's really shown the girls like she's not one to be played with. She's here for the competition, and she slays. And she's a girl, and I love Nymphia. All right. Again, Q is a little bit disappointed that she didn't win, which is fair, because again, she put in a lot of work. All the looks she presented were fabulous. The look she made was really great as well. She continues to say she felt like she used more of the unconventional materials than Nymphia did. Again, it all depends on how you judge the challenge. So ultimately, I'm worried that this is going to become Q's storyline, close to the win but never getting the win, and I'm worried. Because again, I think that happened again this week. Again. I think that happened to Q as well this week, and I was sad to see that happen. But I do quite enjoy Q. I think Q is going to be a very fierce competitor. We also have this moment where Plain is apologizing to Amanda for coming for her out of nowhere. And again, if you ask me, it kind of felt a little bit unnecessary and a little bit just like attack out of nowhere. And I think that was a problem. And again, the other girls were saying this too. Like, the difference is she just met her. And then here she comes out of nowhere being like, well, I don't like your drag. That's unnecessary. That's rude. Again, it's all subjective. I mean, we're watching a reality program. We don't know the full story, as I like to say. I know they say in Untucked you're only getting half the story, but I feel like from the show we're really only getting like 10% of the story. Because, again, we aren't there. We aren't the girls competing. So I feel like their perspective, it would be very different. Again, we don't know the full story, like I keep saying. But, hey, that's the story we are being presented on this TV show. I also really love that Amanda can read back. Amanda's quick. She is a quick one, especially when they're all around the table. And then Plain's like, let me be the star that I am. And then Amanda being like, well, stars are full of gas, baby. And that was funny. Amanda's quick. She's a quick one, and I really enjoy Amanda. I am attending the mandatory meeting. Believe me, I will be in attendance. I will be there for the mandatory meeting. Every Friday at 2, I will be there for the mandatory meeting. I'm going to be on one today. All right. RuPaul comes out, tells them that the main challenge is going to be the RDR Live. Again, I'm curious to see in terms of filming timeline because if I remember correctly, the All Stars 8 RDR Live episode came out DragCon weekend because that was one of the first 2 episodes of All Stars 8, and that came out DragCon weekend, which was in June. So I'm trying to figure out if the cast would have been able to watch that episode to see the references, or what the case may be, because again, we'll get to it later, but I do think Plain kind of did the exact same thing that Jimbo did in RDR Live, playing the exact same character. Again, it is a script. I will give her that. It is the script that they gave her. However, with her talent show also giving Major Jimbo vibes, it feels, again, this is just my own opinion, it feels a little bit like she is trying to replicate what Jimbo did, which doesn't necessarily come off as the most genuine. Again, this is not meant to be shade to anybody. These are all like my own opinions at this moment. But I'll be curious to see how the rest of the season goes with the challenges. It's giving some of that energy, though. Again, they're all going to have to assign roles, do the thing that they do for these challenges. When it comes to role assigning, right off the bat, Tsunami gets the role that she wants. There are a few roles that people are competing for. The host is one of them. Mirage wants to be the host, and Saphira wants to be the host as well. Ultimately, Saphira says, all right, I'll let Mirage do it. I'll do something else so I can do something with the group. Again, smart choice. Because as a host, you are on Spotlight. You are on stage alone. You need to be quick. You need to be funny. You need to read the script, but also be able to present it as if it's coming out of your own brain, right? So, because you don't want to come off like you're reading from a teleprompter, which ultimately, I personally do think Mirage did. Personally. But again, let me know what you think down below. We also have a moment where Morphine wants to be the sister to Plain's character, but then Plain's like, I don't think that was the right role for you. You should do something different. And then Megami steps up and takes that role. It was weird. There's also the whole narrative story with news anchor roles, because again, there are 2 news anchors, and then the original news anchors, the 3 queens who want to be the news anchors: Dawn, Amanda, and Plasma. And then Pew takes a break. So Dawn and Plasma are fighting over news anchor 2. And then Dawn is like, oh, you should take one of the singers. You should be the Barbara Streisand singer because that's her strength. And it felt a little bit like Plasma felt like she was being pushed into that role, which again, I see where Plasma is coming from. I also think Dawn was right in this situation because ultimately it worked out in Plasma's favor. But hey, I thought the RDR, the Queen News Network was one of the funniest segments from it. And also Dawn and Amanda have some really great chemistry, so I do think that was a good choice. This is Plasma being a little bit upset about it, but she gets over it. Again, she's working with Nymphia and Saphira, who are both the girls. I love both of these queens, all 3 of these queens. I love them. So they're all working together, trying to figure out how they're going to bring Barbara into the singers, while also not trying to make fun of Barbara, because, again, Plasma is a huge Barbara Streisand fan. She's giving very much Rachel Berry minus the evil. Yes, I watched Glee. All right. So she's giving Rachel Berry minus the evil. But hey, it works. She's good. She's good. Plasma, you're good. You're good. You're not me. That was a joke. We have this moment with Plain Jane and Megami. Also, there's one point when it cuts to confessional Plain Jane saying, oh, she wanted to go against someone who was giving different energy from her, because being strategic It felt a little bit like she was trying to put Mogami down in the confessionals, which again is different from what you're presenting in the workroom. Don't get me wrong, if I were on reality TV, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I already have my whole Big Brother strategy planned out. You see, when you're in the diary room, you give a completely different character. When you're in the actual house with all the other housemates, you say, all right, I'm just going with the flow. You do all of that. And then you fly under the radar. When you're in the diary room, you do something different. Anyways, similar to what Plain Jane's doing here. But it makes people not like you. I don't know. Oh my God. Mirage is by herself again. She's feeling a little bit like, oh shit, I took the role completely by myself. I have no one else to work off. I have no one else to blame. It's all on me. And she's, I think, starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed by that. Again, that's the storyline we're getting. But hey, Morphine's a little bit upset with Plain. I don't know. There's some drama here. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Ross and Carson come in for a walkthrough. Cute. They ask them if the girls are comfortable with improv. Oh, most of them aren't, which is unfortunate. I think if you are going on Drag Race, I do think you should take an improv class or two, just so you can be a little bit more comfortable volleying back with Rue, because again, that is a big part of Drag Race. You want to make Rue laugh. You want to be comfortable in those challenges. So I do think it is an important thing if you are to go on Drag Race to do some prep in terms of the improv. Hey, those are my opinions on that. Like I said, the girls aren't the most comfortable, but hey, these are also the only walkthroughs we saw. We also, Rue asked who's picked out the role that they wanted. Plasma was talking about how she wanted to be the news anchor. Got that. That got taken. There's a moment between Saphira and Mirage about the host. It's a lot of the same story over again, because now Rue's here, so they're telling Rue about it. Again, that's a big part of Drag Race. They're going to reiterate everything twice to make sure you know what's going on in the storyline. We get a mirror moment from Mirage where she's talking about her Indigenous identity and how she loves to embrace that and be part of her embrace culture and bring that to her drag. I love that. I also started wearing for Mirage as soon as this happened, because if you know Drag Race, when you get a mirror moment, when they talk about where you're from, when they talk about who you are, you're either going to win or go home. And that's what it was giving, and I was worried. Because I really like Mirage. Also, her song is bop. I'm kind of a bitch. Well, you're not that wrong. Anyways. We got this moment between Tsunami and Geneva where they're talking about how they're both DACA recipients. Again, I love that they're talking about things that are real life things people deal with. And I think that is important to bring onto Drag Race so that those stories are told and we hear more perspectives on representation and all of that. So I did enjoy this moment a lot. I thought it was quite lovely. Yeah, I just really like these queens. It's a really fun cast. There's also a moment with Amanda talking about how she ghostwrites for OnlyFans. I don't have a whole lot to say about that. It was fun. I don't know. RuPaul, you look nice. I like the dress. It's cute. It's not the most exciting, but it's cute. I like the makeup. The hair's nice. She looks pretty. Well, what are the applique? No, eyelets? Eyelets? No, those are for shoes. The circle thing. There's a word for those. If you know what the word for the circle things is, please don't comment down below. But I would give this like a bat. It's cute. I love the little corset moment in the middle. It's very cute. Very cute. Michelle, you look good. I like this. I like the choker. I love the red lip. I love Michelle in a red lip. It really just pops with that black and the white. So good. But she looks very pretty. Very pretty. Ross is there. I like Ross. With another letter bomber jacket. Michelle. My inner Buffy freak was freaking out. They missed out on so many opportunities. Why didn't they do a sketch involving Buffy? Why didn't they make the runway category slay her? I hardly know her. There are so many missed opportunities. How often do you get Sarah Michelle Gellar on Drag Race? This is the first time ever. I love Buffy growing up. Like, I'm a big Buffy nerd. I've seen every episode at least 6 times, maybe more. Favorite episode, if I were to pick, probably would be Once More with Feeling. I'm gonna go and put that out there. I know it's popular to hate musicals, but the musical episode of Buffy is genius. I do not care. I also love musicals in general, but yeah, Once More with Feeling is my favorite Buffy episode, in case you were wondering. Yeah, if you have any more questions related to Buffy, please comment them down below. Again, watched a lot of Buffy growing up. A lot of Buffy. I've seen every single episode at least 6 times, if not more. My sister and I really bonded over watching Buffy. It's been a big thing for me. All right, now we're going to get to the cold open with Tsunami and Morphine. I thought they did well. I do feel like they were reading off the teleprompter a little bit, which, again, it's fine. I get it. If you're filming in one take, you need to be... I get it. I didn't think the script was very funny. I think that was the issue. I think had they let the queen sort of like create their own characters within, I feel like they could change up the challenge a little bit to make it a little bit more fresh, a little bit more exciting, because I did feel like I was not crazy about most of these characters. I also felt like Tsunami and Morphine could have done more with it, though. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Again, it's the end of the world countdown. Kill. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Maya. I thought Maya did well. She was in it for like a minute, right? This was her one part in the entire sketch show. So, again, when RuPaul gave her the critique of we want to see levels and all of that, I'm like, Ru, you gave her a role for 1 minute. What did you expect her to do? That pissed me off. That critique pissed me off. Maya deserves better. That pisses me off. But again, I thought Maya did well. Was it the funniest? No. But I also feel like Maya didn't have a whole lot to work with. Her actual part in it was like a minute. What was she supposed to do? I don't know. When it comes to Geneva, she was supposed to be Lindsey Graham in drag. It was not giving Lindsey Graham at all. It's giving... What does this wig remind me of? There's a character, I want to say in Hannah Montana, who had hair similar to this. Oh God, it's in the back of my head there somewhere. Maybe it's just the hair. I think it's just the hair. Or is it the hair? Yo, did y'all watch Suite Life of Zack and Cody? It's giving the mom. Am I crazy? I don't know. But yeah, in terms of her impersonation, not great. Her character fell a little flat. Again, she wasn't familiar with Lindsey Graham, so it was a little bit more difficult, I would say, in terms of, because it was supposed to be Lindsey Graham in drag. It kind of came off as more just like generic drag queen. I don't know. I also would have loved had they done a George Santos character. Again, I know it was... What was it? I want to know when they filmed. I really want to know when they filmed. Because they could have made an entire joke out of George Santos. Like, I feel like that would have been a really funny moment. And I wish we had gotten that. But, hey. I'm going in on this. I didn't mean to be rude, but these scripts suck. I'm sorry. Like, I did not think it was that funny. It wasn't that funny. And then, of course, the end was live from Tuckahoe. It's RDR Live. Cute. I don't know. Mirage was there. Mirage as a host. She was not giving very much. If you want to talk about levels, you can talk about levels with Mirage. Mirage was flat. Mirage was not giving the jokes the way that they needed to be presented. I love Mirage. Her song is a bop. Again, do you think I'm a bitch? Well, you're not that wrong. But this was not it. This was not it. And again, I think Mirage bit off more than she could chew, and I think that's the issue she got into. She was like, all right, I want to work by myself because I can host. I know what I'm doing. But I feel like she wasn't comfortable enough with the script to present it the best of her abilities. And I think that was the issue she ran into. Again, love Mirage. Can't say it enough, but like it was not a great hosting for I don't know. All right, now we get this moment between Megami and Plain Jane where they're doing the whole deck builders. We love decks. Again, it was very much the same thing that we saw between Jimbo and Jessica Wilde in All Stars 8. It was the exact same sketch. And Plain Jane was literally doing the exact same thing that Jimbo did. The exact same thing Jimbo did. This is what I was talking about when I was saying it's giving Jimbo light, but not to the full abilities of Jimbo. I like Plain Jane. I didn't think she was as funny as they were making her out to be. Maybe it's because we've already seen Jimbo do it better. Let me know. Am I being too harsh on this? Let me know. Geneva, I can't. Oh, whoa, not Geneva. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Megami, I'm so sorry. Megami did feel a little bit one note as well. Like, I think there was more stuff they could do with this, make it a little bit funnier. When Ross Matthews came out, it was funny. I don't know. It was not my favorite sketch. The musical guest was RuPaul. It's cute. It's a cute performance. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Ru's performance. I'm kind of just going to let it go. I want to know how tall RuPaul is. How tall is RuPaul? That's what I want to know. Let me know. Queen News Network. Dun, 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 dun. This honestly was my favorite sketch. Excuse me. I thought it was funny. I think they delivered their lines well. It gave very much Weekend Update. Very much that with Colin Jost and Michael Shea. I got it. And the chemistry between them was funny. Yeah. I thought it was my favorite sketch. I thought they did well together. I thought Amanda was funny. Her delivery was really great. The way she gave the punchlines was very smart. Again, same with Dawn. You can tell they've seen SNL. They know what they're doing when it comes to SNL. So I did appreciate what they did for this news update moment. I thought it went well. I thought they were funny. There was honestly, it was one of my favorite sketches. Q as a brick. This was very well done. Very funny. Q, I have to cue my laugh track for you. If only I had a laugh track. I need to get a soundboard or something. That's something I should work on. But Q, you were funny. I enjoyed this a lot. I thought the brick was funny. Again, I wish someone made the nobody died at Stonewall joke. I feel like that was a joke that they could have brought in to this. Again, if they had better writers, they would have. There's a lot of opportunities there in terms of the Stonewall brick. There's more opportunities you could have done, more jokes you could have made. Again, Drag Race, make fun of yourself. That's what SNL does. I wanted more. I think the script writing could be a lot better. I think they need to... Was it written during the... Was it written during the writer's strike? Is that what happened? I need to know. Again, it comes down to... I thought the chemistry between them worked well. I thought it was funny. Again, it was one of my favorite skits. When it comes to the loud singers as Barbara impersonators, I thought Nymphia did well. I thought she was safe. Very safe. I enjoyed Nymphia, but she was funny. When it came to it, this was plasma shit. Plasma, funny. You are funny. I'm a big Plasma fan. And I thought this was a great moment for Plasma. I thought she did very well. Very, very well. There were so many levels. She embodied it. Again, is this my camera? Hello. My not camera. But I thought Plasma did so well. This was great. This was her moment. Saphira did well as well. I think she was safe. Again. But Plasma This was great. Sophia was great too. I love these three. I love those three. Alright, this is the end of the RDR live segment. We are going to get into these looks. Category is Night of 1,000 Shares. Let me share my thoughts with you. Anyways, Tsunami Muse. I thought this was hot. This is hot. I love the wings. The wings are so pretty. The hair. I really like this. I thought this was really well put together. She looks hot. She looks so hot. I'm sorry. Like Tsunami. Tsunami! This is very bad. Bad. I forgot to introduce how I'm going to rank these. If it's good, it's fab. If it's drab, it's drab. Got it? And if you absolutely love it, add fab. For me, this is fab. It's fab. It's so pretty. She's very pretty. Alright. Morphine. I thought it was cute. Was it my favorite look of the night? No. Would I give it a fab? Yeah, I would still give it a fab. I thought it was cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's fab. It's fab. Maya is on the page. So this is the reference picture. It was not giving the reference. Love you, Maya. Love you. But this was not the reference. I have to give you a drab. I love Maya. Love Maya. I'm on the page. This was a drab for me. Love Maya. Love her. But, hey. Geneva Carr. I'm going to give it a drab. I'm sorry. It bothered me. The pants didn't go down to the ground. The sleeves bothered me. I need to go back. I have to give this a drab. She's wearing so much blush. And I get it. I understand. I love blush. Believe me, I love blush. Also, the feathers didn't match. If you're going to do it, drag it up. Do even more feathers. Even bigger pants. Like, drag it up. And this wasn't giving me the drag that I wanted. It gave me kind of Halloween costume. I'm sorry. Love you, Geneva. But, no. Mirage. Mirage looks hot. Like, period. I'm sorry. Mirage looks hot. Mirage, you're hot. You're so hot. I have to give this a fab. So pretty. The hair, I understand where Rue was coming from, but I thought also I enjoyed it. Again, Mirage looks so good. I love Mirage. Megami. I feel like we've seen this look. A lot. And I wish I had picked something different. You know? We saw that Jujubee wore this for Snatch Game. Right? Yeah. Jujubee wore it. We've seen this look a lot. I wanted something different. It's good. I wanted a different look. It's still fab. Plain Jane. I have to give it a fab. Have to. I'm obsessed with the feathers. The feathers are so good. And the crystals. I do wish the hair was a little bit bigger. Maybe that's my own little nitpickiness on there. But she looks hot. And the feathers look so good. It's a fab. You can't deny it. A mandatory meeting. How do you give it a fab? This is my favorite look from Amanda. This was my favorite mandatory meeting look. And I thought it was presented well. Was the makeup great? No, but it's better than it's been. I would say it's the best makeup she's presented. And I will say I love the stole. And also the reference and matches. This is my favorite look we've gone from Amanda. Yeah, it's fab. She looks good. Yeah, you look good, Amanda. Done. I wish we saw... I don't want to do this. Alright. I have to. It's not a match. It's a drab. I love Dawn. Huge Dawn fan. I have to give it a drab. She looks pretty. I love the look. Is it giving the reference? No. But you look good, Dawn. You look really good. I'm sorry. I have to give it an ab fab. This is fabulous. This is absolutely fabulous. Q, Q, Q. I am obsessed with this look. You look amazing. And you know she made this look. You know she made this look. And I'm like, Q? Yes, 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 yes. This is an ab fab. I love it. I love it. Love it. It's so good. Q, you look amazing. Again, just give a moment from the dress and the headpiece. Y'all, every week we're going to get it from Q. You know this. I think the runway girls this season are going to be Q, Saphira, Nymphia, and Dawn. Dawn, I like Dawn's runways usually. I'm not crazy about this week's, but Q, you look amazing. You look fabulous. I love it. I bet. Plasma. It's a fab. Is it my favorite? No, I wish the hair was bigger. I wish the hair was bigger. Honestly, can I be very real with y'all? This is a spoiler. We'll get to it later. I think Q should have won this week. Yeah, I think Q should have won this week with the look. And also the brick was very well done. Well, I did enjoy Plasma. It's close. It's close. But I think Q could have won. Nymphia! This is what I mean when Nymphia is bringing it to you every single week. Nymphia! Ab fab. This looks hot. Nymphia, you look great. I love the headpiece. Love the headpiece. Ab fab. Ab fab. Saphira? Ab fab. Another ab fab. I'm sorry, I'm giving out a lot of ab fabs, but they look stunning. Saphira, I'm obsessed. You look so good. So good. This is an ab fab. I love the feathers and the hair. Oh my god. This is giving me everything I want, and I'm obsessed. Saphira. 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 You didn't have to do it to the girls. You didn't have to. Alright. Ultimately, RuPaul is going to announce the safe queens, and we end up at the tops and the bottoms for the week. The tops this week are going to be Q, Plasma, and Plain Jane. Personally, I think you could swap out Plain for Saphira. Yeah, swap out Plain for Saphira. But I agree. Bottom three being Mirage, Geneva, and Mirage, Geneva, and Maya. I don't think Maya should have been in the bottom. I don't. I think you could have replaced her with someone else. But again, I think Maya was in an unfortunate situation where her role was all of 1 minute, and then RuPaul was like, you need to give us levels. What are you supposed to do for levels in a minute? That's what I want to know, Ru. That's what I want to know. I thought Maya did well. I think she should have been safe. I'm not quite sure who I replaced her with, but yeah. Ultimately, RuPaul announces that the winner is Plasma. Congratulations to Plasma. This was a fabulous week for you. You looked great, and your challenge was absolutely amazing. Congratulations to Plasma. She also gets 5,000 doll hairs. So congrats. Love that. Love it. The bottom three, like I said, Maya, Geneva, and Mirage. Ultimately, RuPaul announces that Maya is safe, and I'm very happy to see this. I personally don't think Maya should have been in the bottom, and I'll stand by that. But I'm happy she's safe. I'm happy she didn't have to lip sync. All right, so the bottom two being Geneva and Mirage, lip sync to Dark Lady by Cher. This was so unfortunate because Mirage didn't know the words. Mirage didn't know the words, but she was still giving. The performance was great. She just didn't know the words, and it's very unfortunate. Geneva did well, but I think Geneva was kind of giving me the same thing that we've gotten the past two. Again, this is Geneva's third lip sync in the competition. She was kind of giving me the same thing that we've gotten in her past two lip syncs, personally. But hey, Mirage didn't know the words. And it sucks. It sucks. I feel like everyone was counting on Mirage to be a lip sync assassin. And her dancing was amazing. she didn't know the words, and it felt so bad because again, I love Mirage. Her performance style is amazing. Mirage is everything. I just wish she knew the words. I was so upset because she could have slayed it. She could have slayed it. Could have slayed it. But ultimately, RuPaul announces that Geneva is safe, which again, I'm happy Geneva's safe. I didn't want her to go quite yet, but that also unfortunately means Mirage has to sashay away. And this moment made me so sad. She was weeping, and I felt awful for her. Like, oh my god, she broke down. And just like you can see her world crumbling. And I just want to say, Mirage, you are an amazing queen. I absolutely fell in love with you on this show. Go stream her song. Go follow the girls. Go watch the girl. Go tip her. Do all the things. Mirage is a girl you want to see perform live. And you know she's going to give. So again, I was very sad to see Mirage go. Again, I still think Mirage would have... I wish she had known the words, because she was giving. She just didn't know the words. She didn't know the words, and it was sad. She also didn't have a walk-off message, which was, again, in the moment, I'm sure she was going through a lot. So I felt bad. But, yeah, it happens, you know. Shout out to you, Mirage, for everything. I'm sad to see you go. Again, follow the girl. Go support her. Tip her down. Do all the things. And stream her music. Stream it, because it's a bop. It's a bop. It's a bop. Anyways, that does bring me to the end of this video. Like I said, this was a little bit of a longer of a video. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comment section. Share your thoughts with me. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. You can also become part of the Sandwich Hour community by following me here and on my other social media platforms at Sandwich Hour on all platforms, because we keep it cute, simple, and we keep it moving. All right, have a good rest of your night, and I will see y'all back here for another video. Bye, y'all. Ding!